I'm Julie Samaka with Southern Charm Wreaths, where we make beautiful wreaths and teach you how to make and sell them. I'm also a business coach and mentor to creative entrepreneurs through my Success Circle membership group. Today we're going to be making a fall wreath. I'll give a list of supplies on the blog, and I'll also be mentioning some of them in the video. But if you have any questions, just comment below and I'll do my best to answer them. Okay, so let's get started. The first thing we have is this beautiful sign. I got this from Hobby Lobby last year. It's just left over in the from the stash. Don't know if they have it this year. I can't recall it in mine, but I could be wrong. But isn't that pretty? This, I just love this. So this would be my focal piece. No, I'm going to take that back. I lied. This time it was completely different. It was based on ribbon. So I want to show you this beautiful ribbon I found from Carolina Pottery. This ribbon, I don't know why, it just like spoke to me, and I think this is so pretty. So I'm going to try to zoom in just a tad bit so you can see. Isn't this beautiful? I mean, I just love this. I thought that this would be a really pretty fall ribbon color. So this is Dupani ribbon, if that's how I pronounce it. It's 10 yards for $7.99. Again, and this one is $8.99. I got these at Carolina Pottery. So I wanted to use this ribbon, and that's where it started. So then I started looking around the wreath shop and wondering, what else can I put with this ribbon? What else would work well with it? I found this sign, and I'm thinking, okay, this would look good with this ribbon. And then also, you know, I've got some black and white ribbon. We might hopefully have enough to work with. I'm looking on the ribbon, and I've got this. So this will try to bring in some of the excuse me, the moss green, and I have also some burnt orange. So we're going to be incorporating all of this. So these ribbons were from Carolina Pottery. This is wholesale and wholesale from Sims Pottery. So let's get started. The first thing I'm going to do is clean off some space and make some room. I just grabbed a bunch of fall stuff to have fun with the fall. Alright, this sign, this is an oval wreath. I purchased this one wholesale as well. I just got a huge shipment in that I don't know what I was thinking when I ordered that many. I don't know where I'm going to place everything in this wreath shop, aka my garage. I'm running out of room. So we've got this oval wreath, and it's measuring about 12 inches wide and measuring 24 inches long. The first thing I'm going to do, and of course I didn't do my glue, I always forget to plug in my glue gun, always. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to attach this right here in the center of the wreath. So I'm going to determine where I want to place my pipe cleaners. So we're going to place them right there. I'm just going to turn it over and staple these on. Dang, that's loud. My ears are like ringing now. Alright, so I'm just going to put a little bit of hot glue on there from my glue pan. Now, it looks to me like the staples started to come through a little bit. I didn't think to check that. So when you do yours, make sure you check. And if there's going to be a little bit of area where it goes through, you just make sure to put some ribbon in between that sign and the staples to kind of build it up a little bit. Gives a little cushion. Okay. Let's see if I can get that to cool off enough there. We're just going to put this to the side and let that cool. And we're going to get started with our bow. Let me get some florist wire. So Joan's having a problem choosing. She's got the supply load overwhelm, meaning she's probably got so many supplies in her stash that she sees all the flowers, or maybe it's at the store. You go and you just don't know what to choose, and so you end up walking away. That's kind of how I do sometimes in my own garage. I walk through and I'm like, I don't even know where to start, and I just walk away. So I encourage you, if you have that issue, you could just start. You just have to start. You have to start, to be honest. I mean, you have to just look at everything you have and just decide, I'm going to give myself, say, an hour. And I'm just not even going to, I'm just going to set my timer. I'm going to just create whatever I want to create. And that will help to get you started with your making again. Because sometimes we just have too many supplies. And we walk in and we're like, I don't know where to start. And I'm not feeling it. And, you know, that type of thing. But if you set your timer on your phone and just say, I'm just giving myself an hour. And I'm going to see what I can do. And you work as hard and as fast as you can to create. You don't overthink anything. If you feel like something needs to go in there, you just put it in there. You'd be surprised at how fast you can start working when you do that. I hope I have enough of this ribbon. I should. So I'm just making 12-inch loops. And this is just a funky bow method where you can alternate different ribbons. We'll get some moss going. What size wire stems do you like best? Wire stems. You're talking about florist wire? Terry, tell me what you're talking about. I tend to lean towards bushes if you're talking about flowers. Alright, so we've got some of this. I think I'm going to go ahead and incorporate another mossy ribbon. And you guys, thank you so much for sharing. That is so wonderful. That really shows me what videos you guys really like to see. It also helps to spread the wreath love. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. I think, let's see. I guess it'll be all right. I wasn't paying attention. I like to alternate, but it'll be all right. I'm just going to find my ribbon wire. Right here, you could use a pipe cleaner too. Just going to secure this. So Tammy's asking about Jasper, my dog, why he's wearing a bandage. And I'm just going to have to say it's not a bandage. It's a piddle, it's a diaper. It's a belly band because he has medical issues. So we have to take precautions. He's not injured. He's just leaky. I'm going to make one more bow just like that one. Shelby is the fan of the day for sharing. Thank you. So this is 2.5-inch ribbon, and I love, love, love it. I ordered a bunch. Did you guys see how much I ordered from Amazon that day? Oh my gosh. I saw a bunch of it on Amazon and I had to order it. So the funky bow is really good if you are not familiar with bows or how to make them or struggle with them. You just keep doing strips of ribbon and you alternate back and forth. So a loop up here and a loop down here. Sorry about the dogs. It never fails. I go Facebook Live and they bark. If you need more help with your bows, I've got a free tutorial on my website at southerncharmwreaths.com. I teach you 9 different ways to make a bow. And this is just one of them. Let's do this one a little longer. I think I'm going to make the tails on this one just a little bit longer. Maybe we'll put this one on the bottom of the wreath. And the orange. So today is trash day in the hood. You know that means the dogs have to let them know they're a boss. This gray ribbon I thought would look really, really pretty with this. Isn't that pretty? I thought that'd be pretty too. I just love that. I love that color combo. And we're going to do one more of this moss. Now when you're holding your ribbon, you don't need to hold it so tight that your hand starts to cramp. You're just holding it in there enough so that it doesn't slip out. And put all of your loops to the front. And let's see. I wonder if I should do one more orange. I'm just going to do one more orange. Ellen is asking, how many bows am I going to put on this wreath? And I'm going to put two bows. Thank you, Maura. Wishing Miss Kay a happy birthday. She knows she's in my Must Be in the Wreath of the Month Club group because I just let everybody know that we were going to do a Facebook Live tonight. Had to move it up a day because Miss Kay's birthday. We're going to be celebrating it tomorrow. She's turning 17. Okay, so this is the bows. We've got 2 bows going. And now we can attach the ribbon. I mean the sign. Joan's asking how many ribbon strips do I put in my funky bow. It just depends. I typically start with 5, but as you know, that one went along, I added a couple more. So it's totally up to you. It's very versatile. You could also make them all the exact same. I'm going to go ahead and cut this string out. Put it a little bit on an angle. I'm pushing the pipe cleaners through the grapevine. Okay, it's not working. Candace, this wreath will be for sale. Pam's asking how long did I measure my loops for my ribbon, for my bow. For this bow I did 12 inches. Okay, so we've got that added. I'm going to go ahead and add my bows. So I'm going to add this one at the bottom. Anita's question is, when you have to pay retail for your supplies, do you still mark them up? Yes, I do. You've got to make a profit. Alright, so I've got one down at the bottom, and I'm going to go ahead and put one at the top. Darlene's asking, can you make a bow without it being wired? You can, it's going to be a lot harder, Darlene. I would just use wired because it's just so forgiving. Catherine's asking, have we decided on a date for Wreath Makers Live 2019? We have not. Nor have we decided on a city. We're looking at several places. We're looking at Nashville, New Orleans. We're looking at Charlotte. Where would you guys like to see Wreath Makers Live? What city? Going to move these long squiggly tails to the back, to the bottom of this wreath. And so with this Deponi, is that how you pronounce it? Ribbon, I have no idea, you guys, to be honest. It's just pretty, that's all I know. I'm going to roll these ribbon tails because it's going to ravel. So if you roll it, it not only looks fun and whimsical, but it will prevent the fraying that happens. And this is going to be beautiful outdoors. A lot of people think that since it's got fabric ribbon that they can't put it outdoors, and that's not true. So we've got this bow done. Now we're going to go ahead and do the top. So just spread out the ribbon streamers. Okay, just going to move some of this ribbon around. So I like to mix up the colors of the streamers a little bit so they're not all touching the same color. Let's go ahead and get this one cut. And this is what we've got so far. Isn't that cute? I'm loving the colors already. Just love, love, love that ribbon. Alright, so now what I want to do is look and see what we have. Let's see, I was looking for, I need some grass. Let me see if I have. I've got these leaves, this is fun. And I do have some of this grass. So I've got this grass, which is brown. And I've got my all-time favorite grass, which I think I'm going to use that. So this is from Trendy Tree. I just love this. I mean, this is like my all-time favorite. My all-time favorite. They're calling it a mixed greenery bush, I think. I'm just going to use this to kind of outline a little bit of the bow and put some greenery in it. This greenery is good for all seasons. I posted about it in our Wreath of the Month Club group, and we've had a few tutorials where we've used it, and every time I post about it, Trendy Tree sells out, so it is really, really pretty. You want to always make sure to shape your pieces. Lisa's asking where I find boxes for my wreaths. I have a whole set. I purchase locally from a corrugated manufacturer. So check. You'll be surprised at how many corrugated manufacturers you have. There are, and you might have one in your area. You can also try, if you do a lot of shipping, you could try Uline, which seems to be very pricey. So you have to order in large quantities to make the freight worthwhile. Or you can purchase some online at like Amazon. Make sure you get shipping quality wreaths. You don't want the moving boxes. You know, don't get those. You want definitely boxes made for shipping. Just gonna fluff these up. I'll see if I can answer some questions. I ship through FedEx. Another reason I like this bush is it's got the pieces that can slide up and down. So you can make a long, skinny, wiry, wispy stem, or you can make a compact stem by pushing everything to the front, to the top. You're welcome, Miss Lisa. Alright, so now that we've got these pretty much fluffed, we'll start adding them in to our piece. So I'm just going to dip it in the glue and place it into the wreath. We'll start off by doing a triangle, so we do one here, one there, and one there. If you have any that break off, don't worry, we can hot glue those in the center. Go ahead and do the top. Bernita's saying, sorry, all the embellishments and flowers are melted off because of the hot glue. We live in Houston. I would make sure that you're using some decent glue. And it's high temperature always. high temperature glue gun. I've got, this is my favorite glue to use, you guys, Gorilla Glue sticks. I love it. Alright, so we've got this going on. We've got some greenery added. So I just start with the base of 3 pieces around the bow. Now I'm going to add a few fall leaves. So this came from Carolina Pottery. Do this one long on one side and get it to drape down over the sign on the side. Let's see, did I lose connection? Says I lost connection with the Mevo, but it's still red recording. I'm just going to keep going unless I see something. Mystified by the glue contraption. This is, you know what you fried chicken in? If y'all from the South, you know what I'm talking about. Your grandma's fried chicken in this. Or maybe your mom's. Your memo's. I had one. I had a memo. Fried chicken in that skillet. That electric skillet. That's what this is. Got a couple more pieces. do some up at the top. This is what we've got. Let me just turn around and see. We'll do one more green up there. The bottom's looking good. I'm going to do one more green piece right up here. Let's see if you can see it. Because now I cannot. Zoom in. Oh, Jasper, hush up. Okay, so we've got that. I mean, really, this looks good enough like it is, doesn't it? I love that. But I also have, I'll wait for him to stop barking. We also have these really pretty pom-pommy like balls. I got these from Hobby Lobby. I think these are just fun. So let's get these in here. You got it, Jasper. If you enjoy watching me do wreaths on Facebook, you guys should join me in our Wreath of the Month Club. I do 4 tutorials every month. Tonight we're doing a Facebook Live. This was the wreath that we, our featured wreath this month. A summer watermelon wreath, so I taught how to do that. Deco mesh on a grapevine base. Where you purchase the supplies. All of that is inside the group. I know I go fast on these on Facebook, but in the Wreath of the Month Club I go a little bit slower. Make sure to fill in around the bow loops. So we have this piece that was loose. I can just hot glue that in. Hold that down in there. Aw, thanks, Bernita. Don't worry about all the glue strings. I'll worry about that at the end, later, before I photograph it. Okay, so we need, let's see. Oh my gosh, look how fun these little pom-poms are. Isn't that fun? Julie, where can I find you to join your wreath making of the month club? Right here, girl. If a little thing falls off, don't worry, because you can just put it inside of the bow, just like that. Thanks, Miss Janet. So I did pull some pumpkins, but I think they're going to be, let me just see, I think these are going to be a little bit big, not to the scale that I want. Hold on, let me look. No, I don't think I'm going to add these. If I do, it just might be only on the top. I mean on the bottom. No, I don't think I'm going to add these. But I liked the creaminess, not, you know, not so much white and not orange. We've got a lot of orange in here already. And then I've got these really cool feathers, and then I've got this, which would look so cool. Oh my gosh, I love that. But I liked the mossiness of these feathers, so I thought that would be pretty. But we've got a lot of green in there from the base already. And then I also pulled this, which I thought was really pretty because it reminded me a little bit, there's some gray color in it that matches the gray on the ribbon. I thought that was pretty. So I liked this too. I think I'm going to add these. Where did I get this? This was from Michael's last year. This ribbon. If you drop some glue on the ribbon, just wait for it to cool off, and then you can peel it. So this is really pretty. This adds just a little bit more orange. Don't be afraid to try different colors. You know, moss, I mean this mustard yellow, and some spring grass that you would normally put in a spring wreath. Looks just as fun, you know, just as well in a fall wreath. Don't be afraid to try different things. And you can see we haven't really added any flowers or anything. It's all just stems, just wispy licking stems. Okay, so I've got some added at the bottom. Now that my camera's not working properly, I don't know where to hold it. And now we'll add some of these fun little orange berries to the top. Having something draped down a little bit longer is going to camouflage some of that area where the sign staples on the sign started to come through. Lori's asking, how long have I been making wreaths? I've been in business since 2009. And anybody can do this. I'm self-taught. I just started getting into this is my garage. I'm out of the garage in my home. I was a stay-at-home mom for 10 years. And I wanted pretty things for my house. And with a single income, it wasn't in the budget. So I thought, you know what? I'm just going to make my own stuff. And so I started getting into making my own things and putting them on my door, and my neighbors liked what I did, and they asked me to make stuff for them. And then one time somebody said, why don't you open an Etsy shop? You should sell on Etsy. And I'm like, what's Etsy? Well, now I know what Etsy is. And I teach people now how to make wreaths and how to open their Etsy shops and how to make money online with their God-given talent. But I still like to come on my Facebook Live here on my Facebook page and give back and serve you guys, teaching you everything that, you know, I've learned. Getting all the, one more piece, I think. Okay, let's see, I want some more in the bow a little bit. So I'm going to add a couple pieces here. So Lori's asking, how do I choose the ribbon. So Lori, I'm going to be seriously honest with you. I have got a major ribbon addiction. I can't even show you how much ribbon I have in this garage. It's just like tons of it. So at the beginning of this video, I just found typically the ribbon is the last thing I choose, but this project, it was the first thing I chose because I just was in love with it. I thought, oh my gosh, this would make an amazing fall wreath. It's going to be amazing because it's not something you would typically find in a fall wreath. But then typically what I do is find a sign and then try to match the ribbon to the sign. What's your focal point? What's your focal piece? Once you have a focal piece, everything else tends to fall right into place. Right, so I've just added a little more sprigs of fun stuff into this bow. I'm going to turn it around and add a little bit more into this bow. So this is just a fun fall wreath on a oval grapevine. Nevo has not been my friend lately. My online camera. You could just hot glue these onto the ribbon loops themselves. I'm using Gorilla Glue. Oh, Patsy, well, welcome to the Facebook page, first timer. Make sure to like the page so you can be, notified when I go live again. All right, I'm going to call it done. I'll show you what we have, and then after the video, I'll come back in and just pull off all the glue. Let's see. First, I'm going to hold it up and see if I see any holes. This is when you can hang it on a white door and then the holes will come out. But this is what we have. I just love the colors. It's going to be fun on a door. The ovals to me, I just love oval wreaths, don't you? I just think that oval wreaths look pretty on a door, almost prettier than the circle ones. Ovals to me just are a little bit more, they take up, they're vertical, so they take up more room on the door, so you can make them a little bit bigger. While they won't be so wide and affect the way you open and close the door. But I just think this turned out to be a really fun wreath. How long did it take your business to take off on Etsy? I don't know, 3 months, if that, 2 to 3 months. Thank you, Miss Lori. So you guys, if you're interested in joining my Wreath Making of the Month Club, I've got the link posted here. I taught you how to make this summer, this really fun summer watermelon wreath. Tell you where to get the supplies, give you the links to the supplies. All of that is available, and that's on my Wreath of the Month Club. This is the featured wreath. So this one is if you're hearing impaired, we've got, what do you call it, closed caption on the video, so you can hear a little bit better. I wear a mic. It's a professional video. Zoom in. Then we also did this month this real fun Halloween wreath. So this was a bonus tutorial. We did it on an evergreen wreath base. I tell you where all of the supplies come from and how to make it. So that was fun. That was a bonus tutorial. And tonight I'll be doing another one. I'm pretty sure I'm going to be doing a floral arrangement. A fun fall arrangement. I haven't actually decided what I'm going to do. It's either a fall arrangement or I'm going to do another wreath, but I'm pretty sure it's going to be a fall arrangement. I've kind of been wanting to do something like that in the club. So if you're interested in join it today. There's the group, the link, and then you'll be able to watch me tonight live. If you can't, no worries. I put it in, upload it to a membership portal. Once you access or pay for the Wreath Making of the Month Club, you get access to a membership portal with over 60 wreath tutorials. So basically me teaching you exactly what I do. I take it a little bit slower. I tell you exactly why I picked what color ribbon. I talk to you about wreath bases, what the favorite wreath bases are, when you're picking out florals, what to look for. I just did a live in the group going shopping at Hobby Lobby and what signs I would use, what products I would use, things like that. So that's in the Wreath Making of the Month Club. So I can't wait to work with you guys there and get to know you a little bit better there. So make sure to join for that. So you guys, thank you. If you enjoyed this video, I would appreciate it if you shared it. If this is the first time watching me on Facebook, make sure to like my Facebook page so you can see notifications of when I go live again. And also, if you're watching the replay on YouTube, make sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel so you can be notified there when I upload a new video. Check out my blog, southerncharmwreaths.com, for free tutorials. This will be uploaded in there. And also, there's that free wreath making 9 ways to make a bow video. That's free, southerncharmwreaths.com. You guys, thank you so much for joining me.